Hey everyone, welcome back to Homestead Corner. Today I want to talk about 4 super simple emergency water collection setups. So today I wanted to talk about 4 super simple setups to collect emergency water. We have a lot of people in this community that live in apartments or live in the city or have places where they're told that they cannot collect water. It's against the rules or the laws or whatever. So there are ways to do things. There's always a way to get around it. And these 4 ways I have set up are super simple. They take about less than 5 minutes each. One's a little harder than the rest, but it's really definitely something you can do. You can collect water in an emergency situation. If when SHTF hits, you are going to have to collect water. So it's important to make sure that you're able to in whatever capacity it is. So I got 4 different things set up. Let's check them out. So this first setup is really easy. You can use the existing gutters that are on your apartment building or whatever you have available. If you're in a house in the suburbs or something and they tell you you can't, all you have to do really at the bottom of your gutter, we've already got ours set up for rain barrels. So this is at the bottom of your gutter, you usually have a spout that pours off into the ground. This is going to work. I would just pull this end piece off and stick a bucket right underneath it, and you're collecting water every time it rains. The second one, again, you're going to use the roof from an existing building. You could use a shed, you could use anything you want. This is our cabin, and down on the side, you will see a water line where it hits. So you know right where to put your buckets. So you could just follow that water line. And if you've got a whole bunch of buckets, if you've got food in them, empty them out. You're going to need water. So this is just rainwater. You're going to collect leaves and some debris. You just want to pre-filter that before you use it and run it through a filter. If you pre-filter it, it's definitely going to save your filter. So it's not getting all that junk in it. So if you're just setting up buckets, you can see one night of rain, we've collected quite a bit in just these 4 or 5 buckets. And it's super simple and easy. Just line the buckets up on the rain line. This third one, again, super simple and easy. Takes a little bit more work. I used a shovel and just lifted the sod out of the lawn. And you can replace that sod and put it back in so it doesn't cause any damage. You won't even see where it was. But I cut open a contractor bag and just held down the sides with some wood pieces. You could use rocks or bricks or whatever you have available to hold that down so it doesn't blow around in the wind. But this will collect water. Again, you're going to get debris in anything that you're collecting. Just making sure that you use a pre-filter like a t-shirt or something like that is going to help save your water filter. And we always boil the water before we send it through the filter. And number 4, super simple and easy. I've just got a metal pole I pushed into the ground. We tied a rope to a tree over here, and we just brought this down so the tarp is inside the bucket, and then the water just drains right into the bucket. I've got a rock in there to hold the tarp down in case it gets windy, because your tarps and plastics and things like that are going to blow around. They may come out. So just having something in there to hold it down, and you are collecting water. You could use a tote, a bucket, whatever you have. A tote is even more ideal than a bucket because it's a lot bigger and you can get more water in it. And this is just a simple $1 tarp, a $1.25 tarp from the Dollar Tree. So there are really so many different ways that you could do this. These are just 4 super easy, under 5 minutes to set up emergency water collection. You're gonna definitely wanna make sure you have an emergency water filter to filter your water. And we always run our water through a t-shirt or a sheet or something just to help get all that debris out and anything that's in the water. and then we boil it, and then we run it through the filter. It's always great to boil your water because that does kill off a lot of stuff as well. And even if you can't collect water and they tell you no, there are ways to do it without causing any damage to the property, and you are going to need to collect water. So if it's one of these 4 ways, which is super simple and quick, or there are millions of other ways that you could do this. You could tie a tarp to a fence, you could tie it to, a bunch of trees, however you want, and just funnel it into some sort of collection tub. It could be a barrel, a tote, a bucket. Just think outside the box, definitely, because water is something we cannot go without. If you have other ideas or ways that you've done to collect water in an emergency situation, please list them in the comments down below. It really helps other people and gives them ideas of different ways that they can do things that might work better for them. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.